Good night, students. I I am here waiting, and they're cussing in my headspace that look who after me asking if I come out of class and never recognized that you were in the waiting room. So forgive me, I have been here from minutes to 5:30. So I apologize for the delay. Naomi is joining. I don't know how she don't come in anyhow. So there are technically four of you. So I'll just wait until Naomi comes and then we start doing some stuff. All right. Are you all hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay. Okay, cool. All right. I have given you something on screen that I want you to just start working for me, please. Monique?
Sir, coming in?
All right, thank you, Monique. All right, so there is a question on. There's a question on that I'm going to ask you to give an attempt for me, please. One of the things that I want you to do is get into the habit of working up the numerator first. Then I want you to be able to work with the denominator. And then we're going to combine both of them. All right. So I give you, we have been doing this. You may not see the question like this, but we have been working on our fractions. I'm expecting a question like this as I open the paper for the exam. Can I give you a couple of minutes? Well, to get the numerator done up, to get the denominator done up. And remember when I told you how you're going to multiply and invert, I want you to do that for the final aspect of the question. So I give you about 5 minutes and then I'll be back for you. All right? Talk to me now.
All right, sir.
Thanks much.
Sir, good night, good night, good night.
Hey, Naomi, walk on.
May I bus park with my book and my pencil?
All right, funny bunches. Hurry up and come up.
Yeah, may I work it, out,
All right, then, cool. How we stay? Finish? You should be finished by now. What's numerator? Anybody got a numerator? Hmm? No, no, talk to me now.
Sir, I not really get that one here, but my work to make me see if my character are on the same track.
No, man, but when just the way you get no way you get to the numerator. You do work with the numerator?
150?
150. All right. Let's go.
And the denominator, maybe 30. I'm not sure, sir. Tell me if I'm right.
All right. So look at what we're doing. We're converting the 2.5 into a improper fraction. So we're going to say 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is going to be 5 over 2. So the numerator is going to be 5 over 2. And let me just show you how we get the 5 over 2 again. I'm multiplying these two numbers, and then I'm adding the numerator. So it's going to be 2 times 2 plus 1. And that is going to be equal to 5. And then I put it over the denominator, the original denominator, which is 2. All right? So that's that. And again, 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 2 is going to be 17. So that's 17 over 5. What is the LCM? We spent quite a bit of time developing this. What is the LCM?
10, sir. I think at 10. 10 on LCM.
But you Naomi on the road, on the bus shed. 10.
10 on LCM. Yeah.
Good.
10 on LCM.
Yeah, very good, Naomi. How many times can 2 go into 10?
Not 5 times.
And what is
2
5
can
times
go
5?
into 10. 5 2s are 10. So the LCM will be 10.
Right. But 2 into 10 goes 5 times, and 5 times this 5 give you what? 5 times 5 give you what?
25.
All right. Good true. All right. Watch me now. How many times can 5 go into 10?
2 times. So 2 times is 17. I get 34 this one.
Good. I'm going to add 34 to 25. Where you get?
59.
59 over 10.
Over 10. Yeah. Whoa, me.
And that is a numerator. That's how you work with the numerator. Right? Very good, Naomi. Very good, very good, very good. That's how you work with the numerator. Let us see now if we can work with the denominator in a similar fashion. Watch me. 3 times 4 is? Hello? What is 4 times
Yes,
3?
sir, sir.
4 times
12,
3.
sir. 12.
And 12
1,
plus
13.
1. So this is going to be 13 over 3. And 3 times 2.
6. 3 times 2, 6 and 1, 7.
So that's going to be 7 over 2. Very good, Naomi. Very good. Come on, guys. Come on. I want to hear the rest of it. What's the LCM?
LCM, I want that. No. 3. A 3 at LCM, sir?
No.
6, sir.
6. Yeah.
How many times can 3 go into 6?
2 times, sir.
And what is 2 times 13?
26.
26.
Good job. How many times can 2 go into 6?
3.
3 times,
And
sir.
what is 3 times 7?
21.
21.
Nice job. What is 21 plus 26?
21 plus 26.
47.
47.
47, yeah, 47.
47 over 6. Very good. So guess what? A question like this is about 4 marks. And the mere fact that you work out the numerator correctly and the denominator correctly, you got about 2 marks again already. So look at what I want you to do now. I want you to write it as 59 over 10 divided by 47 over 6. And then we're going to rearrange. When we rearrange, we're going to have 59 over 10. Remember, let me show you this little trick. We did this last time in class, but let me show you this little trick. Watch this little trick. Remember, we're going to multiply by the inverse. What is the inverse of 47 over 6? Let me see if you remember.
Inverse.
What is the inverse of 47 over 6? Don't tell me, don't forget how to find the inverse, you know.
The inverse.
Say it again.
The inverse, 6 over 47.
6 over 47. So you multiply by the inverse, which is 6 over 47. So this denominator now becomes 1. And then now you're going to multiply this side by 6 over 47. And that's how you normally hear that you inverse and multiply. That's the reason we invert and multiply. All right? So this is what is going to happen now. So this is what is going to happen now. What is going to happen now is we are going to say to ourselves, how many times can, say, 2 go into 6? And that goes 3 times. And how many times can 2, the same 2, go into 10? And that goes 5 times.
5 times, yeah.
And then we check to see if there's anything else that is common. And we can't see anything else that is common. So what we're going to do is just to multiply these out. 3 times. What is 3 times 9?
3 9's 27.
All right. And carry 2. What is 3 times 5?
15.
And what is 15 plus 2?
17.
13.
What is 5 times 7?
35.
35.
35. Good. And what is 5 times 4?
20.
And what is 20 plus 3?
23.
23.
All right. Look now. Look at that for me now. And tell me if you understand what is happening. This is my final answer, but tell me if you understand what is happening here. That's my final answer. This is what Sir did. I went ahead and looked at the evaluated numerator. What was given were mixed numbers. 2.5 is known as a mixed number. I added both mixed numbers together for my numerator, 2.5 plus 3 2/5. I'm converting my mixed numbers into improper fractions. So do you have to do it like that? No, but I prefer if you do it this way. Because if you're given a multiplication, and what you could do, you could add 2 plus 3 to give you 5, and then work out the fractional portion. But what I find is that students, when you're given a mixed number, given mixed numbers to multiply, they are multiplying the numbers, the whole numbers, and that's not correct. So I would prefer if you go ahead and convert everything from a mixed number to an improper fraction first, and then you do the operation as either multiplication, division, subtraction, or an addition. Work out the numerator first. Then work out the denominator after. And then put both of them together. Numerator over denominator. And remember, the only reason you're multiplying, inverting and multiplying is because you are multiplying the denominator by the inverse of the denominator. So the inverse of the denominator is going to be 6 over 47. Why do you multiply both sides by 6 over 47? So that you can get the denominator to be equals to 1. Whenever you divide anything by 1, you get back the same thing. So 177 over 235 would be the correct answer for that question. Are you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
All right, do me a favor. I want you to use your calculators, and I want you to evaluate for me I want you to, part 2, I want you to write your answer. Exactly. If you see something like this, it means that they want you to put it in, say, decimal point. Because what it is that is going to happen is that they're going to ask a series of questions following. So put in your calculator for me, 177 divided by 235, and tell me what you get.
So can you repeat that, please?
What is 177 divided by 235? Then what the exact answer is.
I'm calculating the man.
Here.
What's how many this? 177 divided by 235.
0.75. Sir, 0.753.
I want more than that.
Exactly.
I want the 19.
1914.
Yeah, and some little something on the air. 14,
All right.
yeah.
Very good. So now, they will give you about a 1 mark for this, to write that like that.
So, sir.
Yes, my love.
Sir, why can't we get so much number?
Because you're writing it exactly. Because they're going to ask, they're going to ask, so they will ask you to leave it in fractional form of the first part.
Yeah.
And then, so this is like part 1 to the question.
Okay, sir.
And
Okay,
then,
sir.
good. So when you write it exactly, they will ask you to write it. Say, for example, now your answer to say 4 decimal places. 4 decimal places. Then they may ask you to write it for them as a whole number. They may also ask you to write it in standard form. So those are things that I'm going to talk to you about. So now that you do your question in fractional form, you write it exactly to 4 decimal places. Look at what we're going to be doing. When we're writing to decimal places, to 4 decimal places, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking for the 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. But what we're going to also look at is the number in the 5th position. If the number in the 5th position is greater than or equal to 5, if this number is greater
than 5
than or
5.
Previous number. So look at what is going to happen. So this is going to be 0.7531. So to 4 decimal places, your answer is going to be
0.7532. Yeah.
Very good. Because you're adding 1 to
1
more.
The 1, yeah.
Right.
2.
So you're rounding up. All right. And then as a whole number, remember, whole numbers appear before the decimal point. True or false? Whole numbers appear before the decimal point. Talk to me. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So what number is before the decimal point?
0.
0. Very good. So just like how we do the 4 decimal places, we need to look at the other number, and you recognize that the number here is the same argument. If the second number is greater than or equals to 5, then you're going to add 1 to the previous number. This 7 is greater than 5, don't?
Yes, sir.
So as a whole number, this is going to be equals to 1, because we add 1 to this 0 to get 1. Any questions? Put it this way. When you go to the shop, let me not use shop. Christmas time now. When you go Western Union, I forgot to call it, look at foreign money. And you look at the board in Western Union, the board say $1 is going to be equals to Jamaican 155. Let me put that in as a side note. So Western Union, them call themselves WU, Western Union. What is going to happen is that they may say $1 is equivalent to JMD 100, say $55, 42 cents. But when we're talking about money, we go to exactly 2 decimal places. So if you're changing $1, what is the Jamaican amount that you should collect from Western Union? Tell me the Jamaican amount you should collect from Western Union.
$155, sir.
And no, the one I cents to. Give me the cents too.
$155 and
Remember, we're looking at these two. Remember, money deal with two decimal places only. But we have to look at the third position. Is it greater than or equals to 5? Then we add 1 more to the number. Talk to me. Talk to me now. Hello, somebody?
Sir, what you asked?
You lost?
What you asked a while ago?
Oh, what I asked?
Yeah.
so $155.43
Absolutely.
Yeah.
$155
and 43 cents.
and 43 cents. So what I asked just now is how will you round up this as money? Remember, money deals with 2 decimal places. Money deals with 2 decimal places.
Yes.
So it is not going to be $155.42, because you have to look at the number that comes in the third position, because since you know that money is 2 decimal places, you have to look at the number in the third position, which is a 5. And the number in the 5 in the third position, or in the 1,000th position, you're going to add 1 to it. So you're going to be 33. So that's how I end up getting this as 1, because remember, this 0 is what I want as a whole number. This is my whole number. So I have to look at the other number following. And that number that is following there is going to be a 0.7, which is greater than 5. As a result of that, I am going to end up with a 1. Now, I want to show you something. I want to look here for the standard form. And for those of you who are here, the 5 of you, the 6 of you here are getting a head start over the other students, because they are not seeing this yet. So you have to go help me teach a class when time comes. Standard form. Standard form. Watch me. I'm writing about the number 0.753 1914 894. In standard form, we are going to have, it's going to be of the form standard form, and we're going to call it SF. Standard form. Standard form is going to be of the general formula A times B sorry, I should come over. Thank you. A is a number times 10 raised to a power. You know what powers are because we've done those already. You know what exponents are. We've done those already. So one of the things that you want to do, A, you will have A point other numbers. So if I want, I could say A point, let me just erase here. I'm just developing a general form for you. I can say A point B, C, D, E, F, G, the number of terms, but I must write it as a first whole number. I must write it as a first whole number. Now look at what happens. I don't want you to pay attention quickly. It's not difficult. The decimal point is in between the 0 and the 7. In order for me to get a whole number here, I will need to go here because the decimal point right there will give me the 7, will make the 7 as a whole number. Will make the 7 as a whole number. Are you following me? Hello, somebody?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So I need to make that as a whole number. So what is going to happen now? What is going to happen is that for the number line, let me just teach you this way. Let me teach you this way. Because this is how I discovered it to make life so much easier for me. I'm going to recall the number line. So for the number line, on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, you have positive numbers, and on the left-hand side, you have negative numbers. Tell me if that is true.
Yes.
Yes, man. So you have the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, over here you have the -1, the -2, don't it? Ring the bell?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, good. Watch me now. You see, for the standard form, my head is moving faster than my body. I'm writing standard, but I write in stand form. In standard form, look at what is going to happen. In standard form, you're going to have the opposite to the number line. You're going to have the opposite to the number line. You all know what the number line looks like. You know the number line. On the left-hand side, you have negative numbers, and on the right-hand side, you have positive numbers. You know this. You know this. But for the standard form, we're talking about opposite now to the number line, where you have positive on the left, you have negative on the right. What it means, when I go to the right-hand side, I'm going to end up with a negative. I'm going to go to the left-hand side, I'm going to end up with a positive. Just remember the opposite to the number line. So what I'm saying to you now is, you see the direction I was going in just now? The direction I was going in just now is to the right, don't it? Because I'm going here to get my whole number right here. So I'm going to the right-hand side. When I go to the right-hand side for standard form, I go where? Is it positive or negative? It's a negative. Are you guys hearing me?
Sir, can you repeat that, please?
Yes, sir. Hear it.
All right. So what I'm saying to you, do you understand what I'm talking about? Going in the, do you understand the number line? Where on the left-hand side for the number line, you have negative numbers, and the right-hand side, you have positive numbers?
Yes, sir.
Always. This will never change. This is always true. I'm saying to you, however, now for the standard form, how I'm going to explain standard form to you, it is going to be the opposite to the number line. You know that the number line has on the right-hand side positive numbers. But in this here case, when you move into the left-hand side, it's going to be a negative value on the standard form. It's going to be a negative sign. So I'm moving to the right because I want my first whole number, or you're not seeing that part of the screen. I want my first whole number. My first whole number, so I have to go this way. My first whole number is going to now fall between the 7 and the 5 because the 0 is insignificant. The 0 before the decimal point is insignificant. Matter of fact, when I asked the question first, the answer name was going to give me just 0.7. She didn't even call it 0 because the 0 is insignificant. It's not a significant value because it's 0. It starts off with 0. Right? When the 0 comes in between, then that 0 becomes significant. So because I had to move in the direction going to the right, it means that my value is going to be negative. So what I'm saying to you now is in standard form for this number, it's going to be 7.531, and you can choose to write the other decimal places times 10 to the negative 1. Sir, why negative? Because I'm moving to the right. Moving to the right, it's negative. Moving to the left is positive. Just remember the reverse of the number line. Always remember the reverse of the number line. Sir, why 1? Because I move on a 1 decimal place. I move on a 1 decimal place. Had I moved 2 decimal places, it would be times 10 to the negative 2. So in standard form, my answer is 7.531. If another student want to write out 914894, not a problem. They would have also gotten it right. But we write it as 7.531 times 10 to the other numbers. And it's going to go to negative 1. Why negative 1? Because I move only 1 place to the right. And because I move to the right, it becomes negative. Question. What's up? I like that Friday night class at all. That Friday night, I don't want the road. And because I don't want the road and not talk to teacher at all. Teacher talk to himself.
Sir, the man don't want to do that. I must be there.
All right, let's go. So let me look at this example. Say I give you 2, 3, 4, 5.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I ask you to put it in standard form. I want you to put that in standard form for me. Remember the aim? The aim is that I want, okay, and standard form can't be anything that is going to be more than 10. It has to be a value that is less than 10. So look, you notice I said 7.5. So I couldn't have 75 because in standard form, the value has to be less than 10. The whole number value here has to be a value that is less than 10. So I can have 9. I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I cannot have a double figure. I cannot have a double digit. If I have a double digit, that's not standard form. I cannot have double digits. I must have a single digit. All right? So look at this one here now. Look at this one here. I would want to find out how many places do I need to go in order to get this to the first whole number. I recognize that my first two numbers are here, but I want the point to be here alone. Hold on a minute, please. All right. So I need to get the decimal point between the first two whole numbers. Always remember that. So in standard form, this answer is going to be 2.34512345 times 10 to something. Because I am putting the decimal place right here. Remember, the whole number has to be a value that is less than 10. But watch me. How many places did I go? I went 1, I went 2, I went 3 places in order to get the point right there. But you notice I'm going to the left. I'm going to the left-hand side. In standard form, going to the left is what? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Very good. So I'll go 3 places, so it's going to become positive 3. Positive 3. So that's what we do. We just see how many places that we need to convert that 1 to, and we're going to go to the positive 3. And when you look at it, when you multiply all of this by 1,000, because 10 to the third power is 1,000, when you multiply all that to 1,000, you're going to come back to this. The decimal point is going to come back. 1,000 is going to be 3 zeros. Here, 1, 2, 3. So your decimal point comes back between the 5 and the 1. See here, your decimal point was between 5 and 1. So it's a nicer way of writing your numbers, especially when you have large numbers. Any question? All right. That's Friday night class. I prefer from Saturday morning class.
Sir,
Yeah.
so you have a maths thing and head yourself with some, it's like a graph. It beat me, I don't know how to do it. I love to see you do one of them and maybe understand, 'cause I don't understand it.
No problem. As soon as I get off, just show me what it looks like, and then we can talk about it.
Okay, sir.
Mhm. All right, let me give you some do now.
Sir,
Yes, please.
we're still getting our mid-semester exam.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. You have to. But guess what? No, I can
Sir,
promise you.
wait.
That is a problem. It can't be tomorrow. So it has to be. It has to be like next. Oh. Let me tell you what has happened. Last week Saturday with the codes, messed up the plans. This week Saturday with the lapathon, messing up my plans. So this is why I had to put you in this class here. Where's my disappointment? Is that I thought I'd have had more people coming out tonight. Only 5 of us here now. Out of 30, mostly 1 student. But maybe these are the 5 who will get the A's. So let us see what will happen. So this is where my disappointment is. I thought most people would try and come out. So at least you know, we could even make up for last week's class, and then we'll just be 4 hours or 1 class behind. But I know what tomorrow is going to work out. Tomorrow I'm going to come to class and I'm going to have the same. I'm going to have maybe 7 or 5 students, because everybody, I know a lot of you guys will have to cover the social outreach. And if you don't do it, you can get a failing grade, and I don't want that to happen to you. So I know again, let's continue. All right, you have 5 questions there. Write those 5 in standard form for me, please. I'm trying to. Hold on. All right, there you go. Try those ones. You're not even hear nobody. A sniffle or something of the sort. And all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me know when you finish, please.
Sir, that one the correct?
Come now. Anybody get any other answers yet?
Yes, sir.
Sir, check chat and tell me if I'm right.
Okay, check the chat. I just did a while ago and I never said anything, and now I'm seeing some things in there. So. Do you agree with Zanika for the first one? Wait, hold on, there's Zanika. Okay, the first question.
Sir, let me still let them run.
Do you agree the first one is for Zanika? Talk to me.
No, sir.
No. What's the answer for number one? When I go to the left, is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. How many places do I need to go in order to get one whole number?
One.
So what when I'm going to end up with 1.2486 times 10 to the what?
One.
So she's correct for the first one. Well, Zen, pop off your shoulder.
Get right, sir?
The first one.
Any bird.
The first one. Let us look at the second one now. Remember, I need to get to the first whole number, don't it? Talk to
Yes,
me.
sir.
Watch this now. Watch me. That I move 1, 2, 3. It's 4 places that I need to move in order to get that. 4 places. It has to be 2.34 times 10. I remember I'm moving 4 places, but where am I going? Left or right?
Right.
When I go to the right is what?
Negative.
There you go. See how easy that is? How many places do I need to go to get the first? Go ahead. Somebody think of what?
Sir, for C?
No, I thought somebody was coming in to say something.
Okay.
All right. Kerry Berry, where you get to see? Because see somebody right tricky on the screen. Where you get to see Kerry Berry?
1.216 times 10 to the power of 0.
Goody. My proud of you, 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 my proud of you. So still very nice, Kerry Berry. You see, you remember what Sarah said earlier, you know? You need to have only one whole number before the decimal point. We already have that one whole number. So where do we go? We're not moving to the left, nor are we moving to the right, because the number is as what is required of us. So because we're not moving anything to the left or anything to the right, we can write 10 to the 0. But sir, you can't write 10 to the 0. Yeah, man. Anything raised to the power 0 is? Hello, somebody? Anything raised to the power 0 is? Somebody say 1. Hello, Julian?
Sir, repeat that.
I'm saying anything raised to the power 0 is?
1.
Is 1. So what I'm doing here, this, and let me highlight it and show you. Uh-oh, where did it go? That 10 to the 0 is as if I'm multiplying by 1. And you know from long time that 1 is known as the multiplicative identity. Meaning, any number I multiply by 1, I get back that same number. So that one is very good. Very nice. Love that one. Remember, when you're writing in standard form, you will have only one whole number. We are representing it to one whole number, not 3 or 4 or 5 or even 2. One whole number. So you're not supposed to have 0.0000. No, one whole number. What is number 4? Anybody?
$1.476962 times 10 to the power of 2.
All agree with her? Very good, Kerry. Monique, good night.
Good night, sir.
You don't talk to me. Is that my deal?
You don't do me anything, sir, but sir, I am following.
But Lord Jesus, clear it short. No, so I know you did it. Jesus, peace. Just do that. Let me hear. Good. Yes, man. That's someone here. Julian. Yes. Even that, let me know you're alive. Very good. Because I hear from Naomi, who on our way. Me hear from Kerry Berry, and me hear from Zenika. All right, good. Mm-hmm. The one I can't work. Who get this one? What's the answer for that one? Anybody? All right, I'm just going to write down an answer and you tell me if I'm right.
No, sir.
Wrong.
I'm
So
wrong?
not to the 11th power.
What am I supposed to write?
Negative.
Supposed to write to the negative? All right. Is it right? No?
No.
Why not?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sir, 10. Negative.
All right. I know I counted 10, but I couldn't put the correct answer. And I also know that it was going to the right, so I had to put something that is incorrect just to see if you guys understanding. So I'm happy. Julian, and that me I talk about. Yes, man. You clear your throat and see you tell me, get me right, sir. So me want it. Very nice. Very nice, guys. I want somebody to unmute and just explain to them, to the class, how it is that you understand the standard form, and as many of you as possible, I'll give an opportunity to just tell me your explanation of how it is that you are understanding the standard form. And I'm going to tell you why I'm asking you to do that. There are times we understand stuff, but it's when you speak it, and trust me, if you know me well, I talk to myself a lot. When you speak things, when you can talk through a procedure, you will put things to long-term memory. So I want you to, I'm going to give you 1 minute to compose yourself, and then I will tell you when I want somebody to go. Look over the stuff first. Make sure you see the sequence. Make sure you try and get what it is you need to get. And then if I don't hear anybody, trust me, it's just a small number of us. I am going to volunteer somebody to go. All right. So I'll give you 1 minute to look at it. All right, I give you more than a minute. Come, tell me, what do you understand? Anybody? Somebody? If I don't hear from you, I'm going to volunteer you. What do you understand by, in what it is that we're doing?
Sir, me would have say it can any decimal number that can be multiplied by the power of 10.
Okay, all right, no problem. All right, fine. I need to hear the rest of you. We hear what Naomi says. We need to hear what the rest of you saying. Julian, come, your turn. Kerry?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you understand by in what it is that we're doing here in standard form?
That's it. Sir, basically, I don't know if I explain, but I don't know what I'm doing. Sir.
More I tell me what I do. Just tell me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me what it is that you're doing. I need to know.
Like how you have the first one, you want it, to like one figure or something. You don't move the decimal place to the left.
Okay.
To give you the answer, sir. And if with the zero then, sir, you're gonna move it to the right, which will get a negative, sir.
Okay, so you've got the concept that when you move to the left, it's positive, but when you move to the right, it's negative.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. All right, thanks. Monique, we hear from Kerry, hear from Naomi. Monique?
Yes, sir. So for me,
Yes,
sir. For me, what I'm getting from it is a number, basically that can be written as a decimal, and it can be divided by the power of 10.
Okay. Julian, what do you say?
Sir, basically, we may get comment to everything that Kerry just said.
Okay. All right. All right. So let me just clear up something. So I hear from you four. Agree with you in parts. So once it is that you are in standard form, Naomi says, sir, you have a decimal that can multiply by 10. So in standard form, the end of your standard form figure will always be times 10 raised to a power. Times 10 raised to a power. So they will all end with times 10 raised to a power. Now, yes, it's going to be a decimal that we're multiplying, but we are converting our decimal so that it has one single whole number. The decimal point should be between the first two whole numbers. The decimal point should be between the first two whole numbers. See it right here, so 4.9, 1.1, 1.2, 2.3, 1.2. So the decimal point is supposed to be between the first two whole numbers. In addition to that, when I'm moving to the left, it's going to be positive. And when I move to the right, it's going to be negative. So how will I remember that? You know what the number line is. If you think opposite of the number line, then you'll know you can't get it wrong. You can't get it wrong. I promise you. Can I get it wrong? Can I get it wrong? All right? So when you move to the left on the number line, it's negative. But when you move to the left on for standard form, it's going to be positive. And the reverse is the same for the standard form for moving to the right. Right? So it's very important that you just remember those three things. Thing number one, you need to have your decimal point between the first two whole numbers. You need to record the number of paces that you move in order to achieve that. Then all of that is going to be multiplied by 10, raised to that number. And if you move to the left, it's going to be positive. And if you move to the right, it's going to be negative. And those 3 things ain't good to go. Tell me that you get it now, all of you. Me, mommy.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. All right. You know, from when I ask gonna fi who want pass paper, and nobody not payment the money, you know. John,
So of course I pay, man, sure.
You sent what? You sent one in the group, Kerry Berry?
Repeat, sir?
You sent the pass paper in the group.
No. Sure, you did ask for pass paper?
Yeah, man, that's what you're saying in our payment of mine. Because I was asking for pass paper from last week, so nobody not payment of mine. Not last week, the week before.
Sir,
Yeah,
the library is something, sir. Remember somebody that tell us we could do get access to it?
and it's so true in class. You did say that. All right, let me write another question. And see if I can find. All right, let me just get. I'll look for one question here. All right, try that one for me, please. Nobody finished? Talking. Finish? Hello?
Sir, that one is tricky.
Oh. How the same method we do? Convert to improper fraction. And then you find the LCM. Can't make them tricky for here. 6 4 is 24 and 125. So 25 over 6. Minus 3, what is 3 8?
24.
And 24 plus 7.
31.
31. What's the LCM between 6 and 8?
24.
24, sir.
6 into 24.
4 times.
And 4 times 25.
100.
Good job. 8 into 24.
2 times.
And 3 times 31.
93.
Good job. 100 minus 93.
7 over 24.
Two twos 4 and 1 5 over 2. 9 ones 9. And 5 14. What's the LCM?
18.
2 into 18.
9.
9 times 5.
5.
9 into 18.
2 times.
2 times 14.
28.
45 minus 28.
17.
17, sir.
17. Hold on, I put that in the ear tag. What I do was so 17. So now that I have a numerator and a denominator, I'm going to be inverting and multiplying. What does that mean, sir? The numerator up top, 7 over 24 divided by 17 over 18. So that is 7 over 24 multiplied by 18 over 7. Agree? 2 into 18 goes 9 times. 2 into 24 goes 12 times. 9 sevens. What is 12 times 17?
So it says 7 times 12.
17 times 12.
So 204.
And that's the answer.
Sir,
Sir, the what? Ooh. Sir, the what? Talk to me.
sir, can I go look up, please?
Oh. Right there? Talk to me.
So you have something?
I'm saying you asked me to go up, so I want to know if that is okay now.
Oh, yes, sir. I actually make one mistake. Yeah,
All right, man, that's fine. So you see where the mistake is?
yeah. But, yeah, I saw the mistake.
Tell me what it is.
No, I read the wrong digits.
Oh, yeah. You have to be careful because guess what?
No, actually, I don't know that one.
Oh, we soon finish, man. We have 20 minutes. We soon finish. Hush. This man come call class on a Friday and Friday on a sleep time. You know, the class just people want to sleep and on a party want to go. All right. I want you to in fact we have the question now. I need to write it exactly. I need to write it to the 3 decimal places. In standard form. All right, again, tricky file, you know. 1. Significant figure. Tricky. 5 minutes. And then we'll just put the icing on the cake and wrap it up because we know I have to go lay down and sleep. All right, so I give you 5 minutes to do this.
I do something, yeah. You know, hear nobody after them short. Honestly.
Next week.
Yes, sounds better. At least I know you're there. 2 more minutes and then.
Sir, I stepped away. I just get back.
Okay, Monique. All right, so we did this one. All right, what you can do, I'm going to send this off to you tonight. What you can do, Monique, is just work from the 63 over 204 and then write this down here so for me. And then,
Okay, sir.
yeah, so and then we can just wrap up. I know we're going to meet tomorrow morning again, so I don't want to keep you guys too late. All right, cool. All right, come. We need to go. Where are we now? When you write your answer exactly, what value do you get? Talk to me, please. When you write your answer exactly, what value you got?
3 points.
No.
0.30882353.
All right, that's what I got. 308-823-5294. All right, that's 1 mark.
Sir,
ahead.
oh, you get that
Sir,
answer.
oh, you get that, sir?
63 divided by
I don't
204.
understand how you get that
Sir,
answer.
I don't. That's not what I got, sir.
63 divided by 204. How you get then?
0.3088253, sir.
Oh yeah, because your calculator cheap. So look here now.
Sir, I'm following you, sir.
Oh, that's right. I'm just joking with you. But look at this now. You see, the reason you got that because, and I could tell you, that's why I say cheap, because you're not getting 10 digits. Look at that. What does that mean? You said 53. So it don't put the 94 there, so, and just round up to the 52 to 53. You see that?
Yes, sir.
But remember now, when you go into the exam, you can use a calculator, a phone. So you have to go get a calculator. All right. All right. Let's go to 3 decimal places. Quick and fast. No, you better go get a good one. Beg your early Christmas present and get a calculator. Put a 3 decimal places. What's the answer?
Sir, 0.309.
Oh, excellent. 0.309. Everybody agrees with that?
Yes, sir.
Right. So remember, 3 decimal places. I'm going to count to 3. 3 decimal places is 1, 2, 3. Then I must look at the 4th one. Since I'm going to 3, I must look at the next number. And if the next number is greater than or equal to 5, I'm going to add 1 to it. And because it's 8, instead of 308, I'm going to have 309. All right? Good job. Where do I go? Where do I go? In standard form. What do I have? Talk to me.
Sir, 3.08823595294 times 10 to the power of -1.
Everybody agrees with that? Come on, the rest of you. Carrie Berry can't be the only one that is understanding this.
Yes, sir, I agree.
Okay, thank you. What about the rest of you?
Yes, sir, I agree.
Sir.
Just me too. I'm gonna use my phone and I walk on road.
Yeah, true. No
Me
problem.
just me not listen to you, sir, but me not.
You see a video today. We're sitting on halfway through the road.
The man with the phone.
Yeah. Trust me. Boy, I tell you, you don't understand what's going on in the world, yeah. You don't understand. So do.
And to them know Christmas and Friday, them are wholly up too.
Listen to me. On a try keep on a phone and on a person in a bag particulation to make it in a road. As a man in a care, the man never cut it short with a cell phone.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go. One significant figure
0.3.
Oh my lord, very nice. You were not tricky surprised at all. Again, by your cheese strips. How many bags of cheese strips? Oh, you know, Carberry. Cheese.
Sir, I don't know, sir.
You stop caught, don't. You know, funny enough, I had a calculus one class, and I promised some cheese strips. And one of the students decided that, you know, I'm gonna buy a whole bag. So she buy one whole bag, you know. Yeah, a 2-pack of cheese strips in carry home. When I rub one of the bags, then it's the man, oh gosh, nice friend. You know, that's it. Not difficult. You can do a question like this, you're going about 10 marks in the exam.
Sir, what kind of calculator for buy? Come here talk about cheap one. I was trying to remember.
I normally like the natural display calculator, Casio natural display. Just go to
That's the name of it, Casio?
Yeah, Casio, and ask them for the natural display. Natural display means, so when you work on fraction, on the calculator, you will see the numerator and the denominator set out like fraction, or you set out a fraction.
So sir, that's a bookstore like Sangster and
Yeah man.
okay.
Sir, I have asked what called stud mark calculator. That framework, sir?
Oh no, that's the one that that's indeed a cheap version, but
Jesus Christ.
Lord, why am I taking stuff with my students tonight, Jesus? Oh Lord.
So I have a Casio second edition.
Sir, just a rub it out, say.
You have a Casio which edition?
Second edition, I'm seeing on it.
Casio second edition. Second edition. Okay. It have the gray something in the middle with the 4 arrows then on it.
Yes.
Yeah, that one that can work. I like Casio brand. Casio is my brand. Third mark. Oh my God. That's I bet you Mr. Chin shop down the town should buy that one day.
Jesus.
No, sir, no.
Rub it out. Sir, cheap and clean. Cheap and clean.
Cheap and clean. Hey, I saw a student, it's not a stud mark, oh goodness. A student bought a calculator one day and can't remember the calculator name, but the student came to class. And the student said, sir, the calculator not working, and me go hold the calculator. You know, so one AA battery the calculator use. I never know the calculator use AA battery. You see when you press one, you see when you press the 5, 7 come up. You say, nah, you see well, on campus, them let handle face to face. The garbage bins are cream, and some of them gray. I said to myself, go to the door, and look for one gray bin, and just drop it in there. Because no, the truth is, hear me out, and this is not me being very serious. When you go and buy a calculator for $500, the calculator is only going to do $500 worth of things. And so by the time you use it one time, you're $500 done. And you have calculate out, and when you calculate out, appear wrong answer there's something about you. So
sir,
say, yeah,
you're reading the right here. No, sir.
No, true. So just make up and just buy a good calculator, because remember, no, this is foundation 1. You got foundation 2, foundation 3, pre-calculus, business statistics with the associates. And then when you reach a bigger level, you're going to have operations research, and you're going to have the whole accounts. Buy one good calculator.
All right.
So this
sir.
is yeah man, yes, go ahead, man. Wait about Christmas present. So say that again about Christmas present?
Sir, no, me said that will be somebody for buy for my Christmas present.
Oh, me think Carrie Bear, sure man, me think Carrie Bear said she can buy something for Christmas present. Carrie, repeat it.
Sir, listen, sir. Sir, I'm not rich, but what I'm saying is,
yes, honey.
Instead of bag of cheap tips for your woman, sir, just use that money then, sir, and buy me one. What's the
let me ask Naomi.
Yes, sir.
How much your bag of cheese sticks?
About $500.
You know, no, the bag will like about 24 in there, $500 don't.
Yeah, in the rich $1,000, sir.
All right then. So maybe Carrie Bear can get that. Nearly
$1,000 worth. Sir, I want the calculator. Bonus on the calculator, sir.
Carrie Bear can get. Yeah, I know. Funny enough, real talk. I I had a very nice student. She did so well in mathematics. I was so proud of the student. And I had a calculator that, trust me, that calculator was dear to my heart. Love the calculator. But because the student did so well, oh Lord. And I mean, I'm still in contact with the student, you know. The
Sir,
student,
have no more.
I don't have any
May I
more
have
of
to
those.
work with a calculator? Yeah?
Yeah, man. But I gave the student the calculator, and she kept it so close to her heart. She did an associate degree in mathematics and finance. And then at the end of the associate degree, because she did so well, I just went and I just gave it to her. She was so excited for the calculator. And she went and did her 2 years and completed her bachelor's in finance and management. Big work for out there now. Big woman that work out, work big, not for more money than her teacher. All right, guys. I want you to do me a favor. I'm going to send you this document now. I want you to just take a little time and just go through some stuff, guys. Look at Edico, and you know, some of you kind of need to do some more work. Like when you're in the maths mood now, nobody go on road. Stay in. The time too chilly. And the man the motor I grab people's phone. Stay home and do a little bit of work. Yeah, just come and do a
Sir,
little
what's
work.
our class tomorrow, sir?
I am going to log on because I thought more students would have come tonight. I am going to log on. And if a lot of people don't come out, you know, we'll just do the best we can, and then you know we can maybe end a little earlier. Because I mean, if we have a smaller number come out, chances are we can go through a whole lot more. But why I say I would end a little earlier is you notice what it is that I would have done in class tonight. The other students are not seeing this. So I don't want to go too far, and then majority of the students in the class don't get it. And I have to end up going over the stuff. So that's why I said that I'll need the end class early. It's not that I don't want to be with you and I want to run away. That's not the aim.
Sir,
if I go, yes, honey.
Sir, what I would like to say to you is thank you for accommodating us tonight.
No problem.
Because some of us have Lapatan tomorrow. It's very nice of you for that, sir. Very appreciated.
Nice, no problem, honey. But it's very rare as students to say thank you, but I really appreciate it. All right. Yeah, so see if we can get some rest. The Lapatan will be on campus. You need a lot of rest because you have to go around that ring road.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, trust me. Quite a number of times, but do what it is that you need to do. Get some work in the midst of it. I will be having class. I will be logging on, but I understand that you have a Lapatan and you need to pass your social outreach also. If I don't have a lot of students coming on, I will go through what I went through with you guys tonight. But I don't want to move on too far off because I don't want people to tell me Ray, so forth and so on. Before I go, let me give you two homework. Before I go, let me give you two homework. EVALU. Something just came to mind. That's why evaluate the EX is the exact value. Oh Lord, this thing is, I think it's, and I must make sure the microphone goes here because we're hearing your words. Your French and Spanish. Evaluate the exact value. This thing jumping up and down. It's all right. I'll end it right there for this thing up and down. All right, guys. All the best here. We'll talk tomorrow morning.
Sorry,
For
don't
those of
move
you
it.
who can log on, I understand that you have your stuff. I won't kill you for that. So do the best you can for me, and then we can take it from there. All right, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Good
All
night.
right,
And thanks
sir.
for
Good
the
night,
extra
sir.
class.
Thank you, sir. Thank you again.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.